Well, hey, Dad Camp family, thanks to some amazing generosity, I am standing in our future Dad Camp office location that we'll be moving into in just a few weeks. We're in Kokomo on Boulevard, just west of Chrysler. But another year has come and gone, and it was another historic year for our ministry, and we had an awesome time celebrating in our year-end celebration event with about 150 of our Dad Camp Army. And so we thought it would be great to just share with the entire Dad Camp world just a little bit of what we celebrated that night. We celebrated life change, stories like Wes Moberg, who found Christ at a Dad Camp event and is now experiencing the freedom that comes when someone just gives their life totally to Jesus Christ. We celebrated stories like Miami Correctional Center, a prison just north of Kokomo that opened its doors to Dad Camp, where 2 men found Christ and over 60 men declared for the very first time that they were going to start to become the fathers that they've never been to their children. We celebrated stories like Ukraine, where over 4 Dad Camp events, almost unanimously, every dad stood up and declared before his children and the other dads that he would become the spiritual leader that he needs to be for his family. And we celebrated stories like Guatemala. We just got back from there, 5 dad camps in 5 locations over 5 days, where several men accepted Christ. Many more received prayers of healing from the father wounds that they've been carrying their entire life, and even a mom accepted Christ for the first time. We celebrated 41 Dad Camp events in 8 countries and had an over 50% greater reach of dads and families reached than in 2018. So much to celebrate in 2019, but we also look forward to 2020. Things like being able to hire our first potential international employee in the country of Honduras that will allow us to reach exponentially more dads than we've ever reached in that country. 4 new countries opening up in Jamaica, Ecuador, Kenya, and Congo. Also talking about conversations in Nebraska and Texas and Ohio about future Dad Camp locations there. And also we have more than 50 events scheduled in 2020. That's over 20% growth from this year. That means more dads and more families being reached. And so with all those stories, we just want to say thank you. In some way, you are a part of the Dad Camp story, and your involvement is allowing our Dad Camp team to do what God has called us to do. And that is to reach as many dads as we can, knowing that when we reach a dad, we reach a family. I just saw an incredible statistic that when a father gets saved first in a family, that 93% of families in those situations, the family will get saved. But that percentage drops to 17% when a mom gets saved first, and to 3.5% when a child gets saved first. That's why we have to get the men. And that's why we will continue to do that, and that's what we are doing. And you are a part of that. And I hope that that encourages you and inspires you as much as it does me. So if you would consider one more thing as we close out this incredible year, and that's to consider a year-end gift, or maybe to set up a recurring gift that would begin in 2020. Because as the movement grows, the need grows. And your financial support goes to so many things, but it allows us to reach more dads in international and developing countries where they can't afford it. It allows us to sponsor more dads locally. It allows us to reach more dads in prisons. And it allows us to grow our team, both locally and internationally, so that we can reach more dads. Every gift matters, and every gift counts. From $50 to $5,000, the more we give, the more dads we reach. It's just that simple. And the more dads we reach, the more families we reach. God has been using and is using our generosity to literally change the trajectory and legacies of families all over the world. He's been doing that for 14 years, and he continues to do that as our reach grows even more. It's been amazing. So just please consider a year-end gift, and thank you for all of the gifts and the giving that's been given so far. Your gifts are literally the reason that we have so many exciting stories to share. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to the Dad Camp family. The best is yet to come. Let's get more dads in 2020.